mean, judging by their last series as well, they had to have known it was coming. So let's see what Outsiders has for us here.
I feel like watching Outsiders on Vertigo is such a crazy thing because it's so much all or nothing, especially on the T side with very, very elaborate strategies. Not the best start here as Fame has already got tagged up. If they would actually have a Molotov, they could maybe try and find him back there. Two of them, to be precise. Already, you can tell. Setting them up, and yeah, he has to run immediately. Can't be touched by those flames at all. Backup is here, though. They've got 3 people at the bomb site, so maybe they could defend it. Nice headshot from Nor, but a takedown drop, and it's a stun at least, and Fame is still alive and fighting back. That's huge.
That's actually a disgusting round from Fame. He played that so perfectly with 7 HP. Flit wants nothing to do with his aggression from K-Serrato, and K-Serrato has to overextend. He's got to over-challenge as well. It's calling a lot of players into this direction. Good shot from Kickert. And that should pretty much be the hit. That's definitely the round over. yuurih's the last one left with the bomb. FURIA never got the kills they needed to really spring onto that B bomb. So they got the gush, they got some of the map control, they got a few steps forward, but they never got the frags that really allowed them to completely progress. A bomb plant here would be about as good as you could hope for.
He's found one. There's the follow-up. At least we'll give them a bomb plant. I don't think they can run him down in time, although Jame is going to try and challenge just a little bit here. But they should really wait for backup. There is a flank coming in eventually. Oh, and there we go. Flit's going to be able to find him. So, yeah, they'll win the round, but at least a couple of kills and a bomb plant.
Yeah, the bomb plant is everything. That's a really good find from yuurih. Nice kills to salvage something out of a 1v5, an impossible scenario to actually win. So that's not bad at all. Moving forward for FURIA.
I feel like when it comes to the T side for Outsiders on a map like this one, you know, if you make a plan that has like 3 steps and all 3 have to succeed, then we can say that's kind of one level of complexity. But it feels like for Outsiders on a map like this one, it's like an 11-step plan, and one thing goes bad, then it's just all over, and it's just so crazy to watch.
Well, and you need to have an aggressive mindset at certain points on this map to begin with, which will be interesting to see how Outsiders manages that one. AK-47 picked up on yuurih with those 2 kills in the bomb plant. Mac-10s and Tech-9s otherwise. There's the first kill for Art. That's Jame to go down. That's an M4 that's now picked up, so this round gets much more dangerous. 3 defenders here for Outsiders. Norbert, Flit, and Kickert to try and hold on to things. Plenty of utility left for FURIA, so they can slow things down. Going methodically, clearing out the sandbags for the moment.
And on the flip side, there's no utility. That's the last smoke, the last grenade there on that CT side. So I want to be real careful and try and make something off it. Kickert slowly edging his way forward. They've got Flit up there as well, and they each get a kill. What an absolute brilliant shutdown from Outsiders, leaving it back in a 2-on-2, but still, they got a lot out of that. Norbert's going to win that fight, and he's ready to keep going. Accidental jump from K-Serrato. If there would have been a follow-up fight, he would have been dead. But Famous on the other side. Plenty of health. K-Serrato, no chance to check everything. Close 1 versus 1 at the end, but Outsiders, they'll live through that scary round.
Yeah, what a brilliant re-aggression from Outsiders to get the double kill that also created the space to move around back towards Scaffold. That was wonderful for them to find it. You could see it. They're even holding on to it, but this got dangerous when Art gets this kill. The M4 gets passed over. But once again, Outsiders just does enough at the point of attack to make things really difficult. 2 for 3 exchange brings them back into an even scenario. And FURIA, they tried to pick up the pace in that 2-on-2. There was actually utility on K-Serrato at the end. They could have used to try and get to the bomb site, but this is great too. FURIA realized they've brought the economy very low. It's going to be on a breaking point, so they rebuy into this, knowing they got Outsiders down to just 1 player surviving.
Yeah, that seems very, very aggressive, but
I like it.
Make it work.
I like it. I think it's super bold, it's super aggressive, but you're kind of sending the message that when FURIA feels like they have you at the breaking point, when they have you, they're going to keep applying the pressure. They're not going to let you get away easy.
Kickert has already seen one of them there, so wanted to try and take a little bit of a peek. Ooh, they swing for it again, and it's a trade. Safe and Art will get a couple of kills there with the Mac-10s. Everyone had head armor from the start on Outsiders, so it's not like they just fell quickly either. And trying to escape is James, still running away, but he gets caught by drop. Oh, that is a nice find, and it brings it into a 2 versus 3 with still 55 seconds on the clock.
That's the key part for FURIA. Almost a minute remaining in the round means they can go quiet, they can readjust on the map, they can force Outsiders to make a decision. They back away from the A bomb site, start running. They're already heading up the stairs. Flit is hustling over from CT spawn, so is Fame. They have the idea now. I think one of them might have actually heard at least a single footstep, but now they definitely know with that smoke. Art's in the bomb site. Only a single flashbang for the defense to use, and no kits.
Deep Molotov even to force Fame to go the other way around. Flash is there. No one to fight as a follow-up. FURIA. I mean, they're right there, but gotta be careful you don't turn this into a 2-on-2 too early. Just stay there, yuurih. Be the point of attention if you need to be. Oh, they're right on top of each other. Flit's gonna be going down. Fame on his own now. 1 versus 3, and yuurih's so low on health. The spray, he can't find him. He's still got a little bit of time, maybe, but no. yuurih will take him down. Great triple on him. Gonna steal that AK away. And that is a huge knockout punch there for FURIA.
I love that from yuurih. After he gets the bomb planted, he's not committing to anything. He's just being the distraction. He's the player keeping the retake frozen in time, frozen at gen, unable to progress forward. They have to consider when that peak from yuurih is going to come in. So it's so hard to commit to the other fight. So even with weaker weaponry, yuurih setting his teammates up for success. And you're right, that is a huge win. That is a huge knockout punch. 5-7's picked up, Deagle's picked up a single M4 for Outsiders on kicker.
It feels like this also puts Outsiders out of their comfort zone a bit, you know, forcing back into a round like this just to say, we can bring it back too. We can do the same thing, which if they can, more power to them. But if they can't, then yeah, they're really going to fall behind a little bit quickly here. Or at least they're going to let FURIA into the map early. I
don't think yuurih and FURIA expected there to be an M4 on the board. So yuurih out in the open gets completely caught and deleted by kicker. That's a nice man advantage to find in a round where you don't have much to play with. So at least you have a step up in terms of manpower. 1 smoke, 1 flashbang for the rest of the round for Outsiders defense. And that smoke is just used now.
Just checking it, but what an off angle for... I take it back.
Yeah, say it again. What's that?
Never mind.
You were...
What do I know?
Okay.
What do I know? That's it's a job well done from Art. That's what I meant to say.
KSerrato looking for sound cues, looking for someone to start rotating over, but FURIA is not even using utility. They're walking in. This can be dangerous. They need this kill quick, and they've got it because Jame is just arriving now. So if they were still slowly walking up to clear towards the left, might have been an opportunity for Outsiders to get a couple kills. KSerrato's got them boxed in. Bomb is going down.
Bomb has been planted.
Should be a second round for FURIA. Now, how many can KSerrato take away? The answer is 0.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame because they were already they were backing out. Obviously, they still will be, but it would have been nice, first of all, not to give away the AK-47, but also they do have armor and 5.7s. I mean, yeah, why let them be extra dangerous in the next round? Either way, it's a tied scoreline. 2 for 2. FURIA survived the aggressive M4 buy.
Those off angles by the railing as well, I feel like they're so, I think they're used frequently enough now to where players aren't going to get caught off guard. I mean, just to, you know, build off that joke we had about you making the incorrect call about the off angles.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
No, we see them plenty, and I think they can't catch them off guard, but I think players are just so aware of the strengths of the positioning now too. Like, look at the way he's just progressively jiggle peeking on that fence, knowing that it's such a tough position. And obviously it gives us this cool camera shot.
Long way down.
Yeah, very long way down. Time to reconsider all your decisions.
If he wasn't dead, he could be sweeping the windows on the way down. Do some good.
Yeah, stop being lazy, put a little bit of work.
Yeah, it's important, you know. All the little pieces matter, you know.
Those guys make good amount of money too.
For good reasons. I've seen some horrific videos of people hanging on the side of buildings and, you know, in the middle of a storm. Never a good time.
Window washing during a storm.
Probably not the time that I would pick, but then again, the Weather Channel only gets things right about 30% of the time, so.
True.
They're even less accurate than Counter-Strike analysts.
Dang. Can't believe you just took that shot.
I know, it's dug my own grave here, haven't I?
Yanko and Kassad, start preparing stuff. I would have never said that.
Oh, thanks. Right. I see how it is. I'm out here trying to start a fight and you're just backing.
I'm just egging him on. I'm stirring the pot. I'm taking Chad's spoon for the day.
Good job. Jame with a single AK, tagged up a little bit. Again, they still have some scattered armor. They shouldn't be winning this round, but we've certainly seen crazier things in the past. So they're all at the right bomb site. So we'll see how fast FURIA can figure it out. That's unfortunate, or awkward even. Nice opening kill for Nova. There's the follow-up from Fame. Can they steal it back here? If they can, Outsiders, that would be a gut punch to FURIA. Kick it with the headshot to bring down drop and the safe. He'll go next, all on KSerrato. That is what happens when you walk into a 5-man stack.
Crazy. I think I didn't catch it. I can't recall who it was exactly. I think it might have been Safe or Drop getting caught with a nade out towards Scaffold as well. Trying to nade the corner, maybe nade the gun back to him, and 5-7 just turns the corner. This is a round Outsiders came into with a single AK-47 that they picked up off K-Serrato in the previous round. That was in the hands of Jame. All pistols around it, and they come out on top. A bunch of free upgrades, and that, what a benefit. I mean, think back to Ancient, because even though Outsiders got buried on that map on their CT side, they always seemingly had enough money to scrape together buys, to scrape together something they could fight with. Yeah. And now they get a huge benefit of 4 free AK-47s given in the past 2 rounds. They've picked up an AWP. It's only Kicker who's struggling with money. The rest of the team is flush with cash.
Wow, fans are showing up. It's good.
There was a Liquid fan yesterday in the fan cam who was doing like an air guitar impression, if you remember that.
I do, yeah.
Liquid sent him a free jersey.
That's nice.
So if you're a fan and you want some free merch, especially if you're a G2 fan, obviously, they're notorious for giving out free merch.
That's what.
Make sure you get in there.
Yeah, it's good. You saw the link down there below. Go check it out. Whew. Well, a real tug of war at the start of this one. Unbelievable scenes, and the Outsiders are coming out ahead now with all the stolen rifles, and FURIA like, no, go that easily.
This is the start Outsiders like really kind of needed. I know it's not anything pretty. It's not like a 5-0 run, but you don't want to get buried on this map early on where FURIA, you feel, just has like a better feel for the map and being their map pick and everything like that. It's good to see Outsiders mount some resistance and not let this get too far to control. And now they put themselves in a position to gain some actual momentum. They never strung 2 rounds together on Ancient on their CT side.
Yeah, unbelievably so. They really had a hard time getting anything started. If they win this one, then FURIA have to kind of respect it, and unless they get a bomb plan, maybe they just keep going at this point in time, but they should be having themselves a little bit of a lead if they can win this one. Nice shot onto Drop. Quietly boosted up, but Fame well aware that could have been a threat. Setting up for a bit of a one-way, maybe.
Yep, Flumin right beneath the floor, right around the stairs. That's one that they'll have to be cautious of a challenge behind it. It's going to keep Jame over here to support Fame. Norbort's in middle as well. And during this time, while that smoke is up, making things a little bit nervous at the B-bomb site, FURIA rotates back quietly, sets up a smoke, but up on top, boosted up. Flitz got the first, ducking beneath the shot, trying to control the recoil. He's done a good job, taking a little bit of damage, and Kicker's found an off angle around the edge of the default boxes. yuurih and K-Serrato trying to recover a 2v5.
35 seconds here, and I mean, again, the bomb plant would be kind of nice, but it doesn't even seem like that's going to be possible. K-Serrato goes down through the smoke, and it's a flawless round. Think of how much has tilted in Outsiders' favor at this point in time. From winning the initial tug of war, saving all the guns, now into a flawless round. Crazy that they've and also denying the bomb plant.
Yeah, 5 people surviving is mental. There's so much money now built up on Outsiders real quick. And so much money already built up in a round where FURIA can't invest anything. Sitting at everyone's at like right around 2K. What are you supposed to buy there? Unarmored Glocks is the answer. Buying nothing. So should be, I mean, this could be another round where Outsiders keeps 5 people alive.
Yeah, very well could be.
Oh, they need to be careful.
Late, gotta be careful. It's just Glocks, but still, if there's enough of them, could be dangerous. Like ducks, Jason.
Yeah. Yeah, like ducks. What's that group of ducks called? Is it a flock? A horde?
I don't. I feel like it can't be a horde, but I know what you mean. Like all those different, they have different names. I just don't know. I feel like I should know.
Outsiders is very. I don't want to say very lucky. They might have known it was a good feeling that it was going to be mostly Glocks, but they're very fortunate that FURIA didn't go for some kind of Tech 9 buy or P250 buy. If those weapons were a little bit stronger, I think that run up the ramp would have cleaned them out. Second timeout called by FURIA very early, which is a good indication that they are a little bit stumped at how this has kind of slipped away from them. They probably felt like resetting that economy early, winning those 2 rounds, rounds 3 and 4, that economic pressure they put on with constant rebuys early on in the early going, they probably felt like that was going to be their recipe to really kind of balloon this into a decent lead, and they've been stopped cold.
It really feels like you expend a lot of emotional energy as well when you have this kind of constant back and forth, and you end up flat losing it. It feels like, oh, like you had this hope of turning it the other way and obviously crushing the enemy economy and all the rest of it, but Now you kind of have to pick it back up again and prove that you can get back into the first half here. Which, I don't know. Scout on Art, not the AWP. They have some nades, though. Grouping around all of them, in fact, outside of the B bomb site. This might just be a straight-up timing hit if they can get through. Molotov is very uncomfortable, but they'll still get the shot drop, giving it all to try and get that entry. And even then, they can't actually progress into the bomb site. Maybe they can, but a little bit late.
Here we go. Jame with the op. First shot is his. That's magnificent. K Serrano's brought down low. A nade is going to finish him off. And over the top, it's Flint. Outsiders have all the answers. Swarming like a raft of ducks.
Nice. You've done it, Jason. Safe, though. Not even a life raft for him. Just alone. 1 versus 4. About 40 seconds on the clock, and wow. Nice. Tiny slit for Jame to be able to pick up that kill in. So, 6-2, the scoreline. Outsiders with a brilliant second map here, at least the beginning of it, is looking really good. I mean, the analysts were saying it could be that if they come in Ancient, then they can't actually get to Inferno, but the way that it's shaping up right now, it's at least looking doable. Have you seen the video? There's somewhere in the world. Ooh.
There we go.
My God, he's...
Wait, that's the same guy from yesterday.
He's hyped. He's just hyped for Counter-Strike.
That's the guy who got the free jersey.
Get him more jerseys.
He switched it up. He's got enough merch to be a fan of every team.
What an absolute gangster. Send him more.
What an absolute legend.
He's an entrepreneur.
He's gaming the system.
I give more power to him. Oh, I'm actually angry on Kickert's behalf. I can feel it. That'll make me real angry.
I don't think anyone is any sympathy, considering everyone has experienced that from Art.
Yeah, that's true. You're like, no. Why is he still running? But he is.
Fame's the only one here. Great timing found by FURIA. Flashbang is up. Fame's going to try and hold on. Good initial headshot. Brings it into a 4-on-4. Makes this way more doable. Very committed with that spray. But that allows Jame to arrive and give him some space with the op over at Jen. Norbert finds another, but Art has brought this into a 1v1. He started the round, and now he's got a chance to close it.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Triple kill on him already, and it's really far away. Art could back up, and even if has a smoke just to try and be a little bit more annoying, could keep Flit guessing for a while. He's not sure where he's coming from, so the element of surprise slightly in Flit's favor at this point in time. Art patiently waiting back here. Flit's been walking the whole way to try and avoid any kind of sound leak, which, by the way, Flit's having in the same game right now at 11-3, so good chance that he could do this. He's picked up a Molotov in the meantime and a smoke of his own, and he's going to use both those nades. Doesn't even really try for the defuse. Yeah, already so much time off that clock. He's going to get it and can't find the bomb. Even if he could, I don't think it would have made a difference. So some good kills here, but it's FURIA coming out with a massive upsetting round here, and really all due to Art.
Yeah, they needed it. Well, like he had a double kill on the round and even pulls him off the defuse at the end of the day. So that's brilliant work from the captain. This is, you could just see unrelenting aggression. Catches Kickert off guard. A brilliant trade, 3 kills in the round. Clearing out this bomb site as well in the follow-up, and then obviously forcing Flit off at the end of the day. 3rd round on the board for FURIA. Uh-oh, somebody misbought. Is that the PP Bison?
It was.
Makes sense. I remember when you called that there was going to be a resurgence of the PP Bison.
Yeah, I even had great logical reasoning behind me for that one. More bullets, more victories, but it didn't work out that way. I think I said specifically Bison and Tech9 get all the bullets. Yuurih does get traded, still favoring outsiders. They have a lot of money in the bank even after that last round, so FURIA kind of need this round, and they need the next one too. Art very close with a smoke in hand, but he's going to be allowed to put it down.
The bomb is dropped though in the middle of the map. We're on the lower level. So at the moment, FURIA just looking for a pick, and Fame finds a great timing, just chilling behind the I-beam. Out in the open, K Serrano needs to win this fight. FURIA really struggling. That nade doesn't do the damage he wanted. Fame is left alive on 6, but there's Art pouncing. He has no idea about Jame, though.
No, he might suspect it, but he certainly doesn't know yet. And Jame, not silly enough to unscope anything, so he's going to stick around out here. 35 seconds. Keserato making the run, and I bet Jame could put that together and realize, yeah, that's probably the bomb showing up. Smoke is going to do a little bit here to try and isolate the fight, but they still have to deal with Jame. And are they even going to realize in time? It doesn't seem like it at all. Out in the open, just a beacon for Jame to take down, and he takes his time with it as well. Now it's all up to Keserato. 15 seconds. Oh, he's got no real estate to stand on. Jame comes in with the kill. It's easy for that last one, but a nice triple in the round overall for Jame, and a 7-3 lead for Outsiders.
Yeah, they are just burying FURIA at the moment. This is a phenomenal defense we're seeing put out. Flit with 13 kills, Fame with 10 kills, and Fame having 10 kills is actually important because, as we can see in this round, he's anchoring that B bomb site. Having that kind of performance and shoring up defense on the other side of the map makes it really difficult for FURIA to apply pressure to both extremities at the same time. And James Opp is starting to heat up as well. He's at 9 frags, but we've seen some very impactful ones in the mid-round when FURIA is just about to enter in and take a bomb site.
Also feels like they're having a good time with the way that Fame has been anchoring, at least some of the time has been anchoring this bomb site. Because he's doing, oh, I say that, I cursed, I'm so sorry. But he has been doing a good job.
You sounded so sincere as well.
I was going to go on to make the point that sometimes if you have a weak B player on this map, you can keep hitting that player over and over and over again, and it forces the whole defense to kind of shift and do something different, but they haven't needed to.
Not yet, at least. Good utility dump. Art is looking for another fight. Flashbang to get Norbert out of that dangerous position. James steps up to the plate with the op. Art is just being a distraction at the moment, and it's pulled Flit over as well. The rest of FURIA is realigning on the map on the lower level towards A. You can see it on your mini-map.
So many people here. They're really sure that something's going to be happening, and if it doesn't, which it looks like they're actually leaning back the other way, they need the information.
Yeah, but Kickert's aggressive stance, he was pushed up all the way to the base of the ramp, so he had a lot of information that allowed them to remain here. Now they're going to start shifting back. Kickert, a little bit of an engagement. Takes safe down to 11, dinked up himself. 28 seconds. Art, it's his turn to make a play.
Yep.
FURIA has pulled the defense away, and you can see they're just pulling Outsiders in every direction.
This is actually the kind of round that Outsiders like to play themselves on the T side, so it feels very much like they should know that this kind of thing could be happening. Norbert walks right back into Art. Kickert getting a kill, and Flit, oh, he finds that one on drop, so they're gonna get the bomb plant, and it's still a 3-on-3 out in the open. Keserato not aware of the aggression there, and Flit will finally go down, but look at the health that's left here. Jay might actually be better off not using the AWP, but instead,
oh, no.
Is he gonna sneak through? He will, and he gets the headshot, spins around. Unreal, he aces them out of the round.
Well, Art deserves all the praise in the world for the last 2 victories that FURIA has gotten. That is a disgusting ace to get over the entire course of a round. He had to play every style of Counter-Strike to be able to get this one. A little bit of craziness pushing through the smoke. Opening kill was lovely, a precise headshot. Patiently waiting and dodging utility at the top of the stairs. That's wonderful for Art. He might be the only reason at the moment that FURIA is actually in this.
Yeah, he really, yeah, the rounds that they've got after the initial battle, it's all on him. Madness, absolute madness. That should get them fired up. It's Art getting traded at least, and also they took down Drop at the start of the round, so still a 4-on-3 here.
15 kills for Art, leading the way. 10 frags above his next closest teammate. The rest of FURIA has gone cold, so Art's had to step up. yuurih missed an opportunity. They know the position of Kicker. Smoke goes down, defensive smoke to give some safety over to him and Jame. It's gonna force yuurih back this Molotov. James still waiting patiently over by scaffolding. Ooh, there's the shot, nice and easy onto Safe, who can't make it up, and now a 4-on-2 advantage.
Outsiders positioned very well for this round, and the flashbang is just relentless. Taking down yuurih for the smoke, and leaving Keserato in what looks like an absolutely unwinnable round. 40 seconds right now. Stuck in the corner. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Maybe he could surprise one player, but after that, they're gonna know. And he's essentially walking into all 3 of them at the same time. I don't know what he could have done differently, really, but it's a great 8th round picked up now from Outsiders.
One thing that Outsiders has done really good on this map that they struggled with on Ancient was, I mean, it's simple, it's not easy, is kind of winning those initial engagements and not getting devastated by them. Remember on Ancient, like when they're going to the B bomb site or going out middle, Outsiders is losing a player or two immediately, and then Furia's calling the decision right off of that opening kill to hustle. Here they're not able to pick up the pace because Outsiders is doing a great job finding that an opening kill and then also using utility to stall out the follow-up pressure from Furia. Their offense is getting stumped.
Really is. Art goes down at the start. It has to be bad news, and Kickert, instead of falling back, just sticks around. Safe finding his third kill in this half and drops at 4 as well. They got a couple of plays, actually K-Serrato at 3. They have actually, apart from Art who's got 15, the rest of the team is not really there.
No, not at all. There's just not enough production coming out for Furia. However, you have to say, the fact that Art's delivered them 2 extra rounds in this to get to 4, it's not the worst thing in the world. There's going to be 2 rounds remaining after this one. If Furia could just take one of them, they've got what they need to work with for the second half. It's not going to be anyone jumping for joy about how the half progressed, but they've at least got the volume of rounds needed to make a comeback happen.
Yeah, it's winnable. It definitely is. So curious to see how Outsiders are going to be playing the second half, because I've gone through quite a few demos on Outsiders playing this particular map, and it can be very, very weird. I mean, I think all their T sides are interesting to watch, but I feel like on Vertigo it's even crazier than normal. Jame having a silent standoff against K-Serrato, a position where if you miss a shot, if he jumps past, you probably don't get a second one at all. So. Oops, that's a giveaway. Like, wait, where did the gun go?
Yep. Ooh, Jame, you're under pressure. Peeks out, almost doubled him up. He's got damage on the Safe with the one shot. Molotov is going to force Flit out into the open, but it's just a Deagle to try and take advantage of it, and Safe had no HP for the engagement. That's the bomb on the deck again in 8 seconds. Drop's just got to try and plant it and make sure he goes down before time. 9-4.
I don't know if it would have been possible, but it felt like at one point there they maybe could have tried to plant the bomb in a 2-on-3 instead of fighting for it. And the lack of a bomb plant is, yeah, it's going to hurt them. Like you said, they just want one more round. So if they could have brought a little bit more into this one, maybe that would have been interesting. But we'll see. 9 on the board for Outsiders.
That's what I was just talking about. The double kill from Kicker just like really calms the rounds down out of the gate. There's nothing Furia can do to force any more chaos off the initial contact. There's nothing they can do to get some space to work with. It's been great from Outsiders, and now they don't have a Molotov Furia to clear out the position of Jame, who's going to be behind sandbags.
They found the target out there, but some backup is coming, including Molotovs and a beautiful HE to blow up Art. Again, I think it's like 3 rounds in a row now where Art's been the first victim to go down, and since he's the only one doing anything on Furia, that's a big problem. Yeah,
he's overextending, trying to create, and you can understand why. He's the only one having success with it. That's an awkward engagement for Kickert. Somehow missed the information on yuurih, who picks up an M4. So an M4 and an AK-47. But they're going to head away from the A bomb site. There's no chance they're getting through. Norbert and Jame have that locked down.
Same template as you were explaining earlier, where now a lot of peace here for Outsiders to do whatever they want. They don't have to take any real risks, which is what cost them on Ancient.
Yeah, Flit was the 3rd defender at A. He's shifted over to the B bomb site, which allows him and Fame to be more confident to start sliding in and getting those deeper aggressive angles to put a stop to this hit. Careful.
Don't do it. Ooh, nice flash, but it doesn't even matter. Flit is still back here. He's 17-6 right now. He's been having himself a crazy game in the first half, and looking like he could add some more to it here. No one's going to be challenging. They suspect that smoke as being a little bit suspicious, so you can understand why.
And Outsiders intimately knowledgeable about the clock. It's on their side this time. So backing away, gets the information, says, all right, Flit, it's your turn. K-Serrato looks for it, tries to hard clear it, but still a difficult position to find a frag, and it's 10-4 now.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. A chance now, though, for Furia to try and get that elusive 5th round on the board, just to add a little bit more to the foundation. And maybe, you know, when you're in the pistol in the second half, it doesn't look so bad anymore. That's how they got to be thinking.
Art bought the hero AK-47 just to try and create a miracle for his team in the previous round, which puts him onto a MAC-10 for this round. As
Means he
of
can
the
be
team
even
guys
more
are-
aggressive.
Yeah, true. He's got a little bit more pace to him. All right, nothing's worked, so let's call it. Mid-rush, trying to split into the B bomb site. Excuse me. They're actually going to wrap around through CT spawn. Flit's in trouble. No idea. Steps in front of the Molotov, and actually, the Molotov might give him a little bit of space, but no one's aware.
He still didn't know, even after getting shot at. Oh my god, this is so aggressive, and now they finally realized, wait a minute, they didn't actually just come straight up. They went all the way into CT spawn practically. Fame and Jame now left 2-on-2 as Jame, well, they get a kill each actually. That's impressive, and FURIA, huge lead given away in a matter of a second here. Safe looking to see if he can find anyone. The bomb is on the other side, so they have to come this way.
I think he's got to wait for yuurih to get involved in the action safe. He's got no HP. yuurih's about to turn the corner in CT spawn. Jame is exposed. Jame should probably go down, but he's covered by smoke. yuurih's got to be frustrated with this one. Patiently waiting. Plenty of time for it.
Jame escapes just before the smoke evaporates. That's really frustrating. They had him boxed in, but he's managed to find his way out, but he still goes down. yuurih, important kill, critical to try and get that 5th round on the board. Now it's on Fame. 1 versus 2. He's going to pick up 1 and Safe. He's almost dead, and it's a headshot to end the half with 11-4. That is a beautiful performance from Outsiders. We can't really ask for anything more. This should be enough, surely, to bring them into a 3rd map. I guess we'll find out after the break.
Hey Future Pros! Took a lift to the top of Vertigo to show you a chunky double HE setup you can throw into mid on Vertigo. You will need 2 Future Pros and 2 HEs for this one. Future Pro number 1. Make your way into the front corner of connector. Aim at the right dot on the left panel and jump throw the HE. That's some good damage, but we can do more. Future Pro number 2. Hop up onto the wooden panels and aim just inside of the top right corner of this orange mesh. Then just throw the HE. This can be extremely annoying for any Ts who want to get a head start on mid control. The faster you throw these nades, the better, but always be prepared for a T who could have had a 6 spawn.
Set aside your subdivine. I'll show you how it's done. There's no sight we go inside. The man he is the one. You build your walls with faith in God. They never come around. Then wonder why we all defy the burden to be born. We're coming home with a mission to bring an end to a terrible land. We are here to your omission. We are many of one. We're coming home with a mission to tear you down from your undeserved room. We can take your conviction. We are many of one. You may call it a virus, but we call it the antidote. It's an answer to silence. The future is here to revolt. Yeah.
Outsiders really needed something like what they did in the first half to make up for what was going on in Ancient. There was a map pick and they lost it. This was picked by FURIA, and right now they're staring down the barrel of an 11-4 for FURIA. They're in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, they got absolutely decimated. It was that round number 5 where Outsiders responded with what a saved AK-47 and pistols, and they actually steal that round back. So many players surviving. They never had money issues after that. However, FURIA, this being their map pick, we know they're good on the CT side. This is still a recoverable scenario, and Drop's going to help them out, getting the opening kill. Arc pushes down, manages to survive and fall back. Didn't like that engagement whatsoever, but 3 players defending the A ramp for the moment, all ready to fight. They don't want to let him out.
No, keeping them really far back on that ramp. It's like, wait a minute, how do I escape? Do I call in more people? But that might sort of push them into the open. And maybe they're going to get sniped away. Ooh, nice headshot. They actually tried to do a bit of a double peek there. Safe, awkward position, but it doesn't really matter because yuurih is hitting the headshots on the other side, and they can't find him.
That's wonderful work by yuurih. Oh, he's going to get another one. Triple kill in the round for yuurih so far. Him and Safe played off each other so well. Art might go down here, but Safe's going to protect him. Pistol round for FURIA, and they need to build on it. They've only won like 2 gun rounds. They won round 9 and round 11. That was it once the guns came out. And even round 9 was that round with Art having a CZ.
Yeah.
So they've really struggled when Outsiders has rifles in hands. This is a great way to start the second half, get this going, get a little bit of excitement in the team back again, get a little resurgence in the energy levels.
Yeah, they really do need that, don't they? Although I like this from Outsiders. No bomb plan, but they're like, you know what? You guys are being a little bit aggressive at the start of the first half. Let's see if we can do something similar. 4 Tech 9s, a P250, and some nades to boot. So we'll see if they're going to be able to do something with it. 17th round, and if they win this run, Outsiders, that probably takes all the wind out of FURIA's sails.
It's Safe who's going to have the initial pressure, but the defense is actually positioned on the stairs, so it's not the worst thing in the world if Safe has to just play it passive and survive. Smokes down to give access over. Safe, gap in the smoke goes down. K-Serrano and Drop, however, are pushed forward. There's no danger from this split, so Outsiders are going to have to figure out where they want to go from here.
Yeah, frozen in time here for just a second. Not really sure. Could be Kicked as well as looking for somebody to maybe backstab them down below. Also classic Outsiders for this T side, giving the rope. We saw it as well on Ancient, giving a chance for FURIA to make a mistake. And FURIA trying to be really, really careful to not do that.
James getting a lot of information from this position. He's cutting off rotations. Nobody's properly cleared him, but he heard yuurih and Art both run back to the A bomb. So he heard yuurih go up towards heaven as well. Oh, beautiful kill from Jame. That's going to make them very nervous. Art's the only defender here at this bomb site. There's the kill. yuurih's still trying to hunt down Jame, who's just disappeared.
I really don't think FURIA have any idea where they are actually going. And now they're walking back with 25 seconds. And the problem is you can't really, I mean, if you walk the whole way, you're going to be very low on time. And if you run, you could be giving up the game. And look at this position from K-Serrano, especially with the M4A1. It should definitely be 12 seconds as they turn the corner. It's a nice headshot, but I don't think they have time to even get there. 8 seconds now. Oh, does he just have it?
Oh, yeah, he does.
5 seconds. He's going to be running straight on there. Man, that is close. And still, even after the bomb plant, a 2-on-2. Art running all over the place. Going to be operating that into an M4. But that bomb plant, really awkward for FURIA. Jame up close, trying to check both positions. And that's too much to handle. Leaving it all up to Flit, who's had himself a fantastic game so far here on the second map. 19 and 9.
No kits.
Yeah, no kits, but still a tall order here for Flit. He's got to be really careful he doesn't get into the fight too early. Falls back down. I think they've heard him already, but it doesn't really matter. 10-second defuse, and he's slowly going to be walking into it. He just needs one headshot, and it's going to be done with, but he's much delayed, and now that defuse, it's still going, and he just doesn't swing wide enough. Oh, I thought for sure eventually he would just throw himself into that fight.
Yeah, or commit himself to just trying to ignore the fight and try and find the diffuser. That's all he had to do. I say that, I mean, it's a simple concept. It's not easy to pull it off, but yeah, he never even really went for the diffuser there in that 1v2. I'm very impressed that FURIA was able to outlast this round. Outsiders did so many things right, caused so much confusion. Jame played that just about as perfectly as you possibly could, and Outsiders still can't get the victory. However, they've done the damage to the economy. They've brought some money into their bank as well with that plant. Jame, taking a little bit of damage from the Molotov, is going to prompt out a nade that brings him down to 44.
a very similar sort of fashion here. The force up behind the bomb plant, just keeping the pressure on early on. What we saw out of FURIA, and ultimately that backfired on them. Wow, that is so much damage just shooting through. Safe gonna come up with the double kill, and that will be an uncomfortable position for Outsiders to find themselves in. They stack up and almost go down, and Artis, well, he wanted to be aggressive. He almost always does, but it's dropped to get the kills.
Huge hold. Huge and very important hold for FURIA. And I mean, Outsiders, you mentioned it, they were trying to replicate the pressure to the economy that FURIA put on them in the early going of the first half. Not able to pull it off.
And it's almost, I mean, it's a similar style where now they've given over some AKs for FURIA to use. Money's
still low, though. FURIA haven't planted their feet just yet. And Outsiders is going to come right back in for a half buy. This is, I mean, out of the pistol, this is 2 straight buys in rounds 2 and 3, and now again here. I guess round 19, I should say, 4th round of the second half. But they're continuing to apply this pressure in a way that allows them to buy in the next round as well.
Drop. Just trying to stay really far back. Molotov. Oh, what a flashbang. Safe. Finding himself in the middle of nowhere. Awkward start to this round.
Can they do it twice? Can FURIA survive this same round twice?
Oh, maybe not with an opening like that. Flit at least goes down for the smoke, but only one person on the bomb side in case Serato. Just too many targets coming at him.
And this time, FURIA, remember previously when this round happened, FURIA was positioned at the top of the B stairs. They were actually pushed down, so they had control. This time, they're caught in no man's land. They're not that aggressive, and they don't have any kind of safety that they can really rely on. 2 on 3. They're going to at least investigate and see if they want to go for it, but Art hasn't cleared beneath them, and Norbert has got it.
Yeah, they really, really wanted to take a look and see if they could find it. Bomb is planted even further back this time, so, you know, if they're on the stairs, they can spot it very, very easily. Outsiders, they managed to do it again. Same push, deep into middle, all the way into CT spawn.
Well, this time they also got that kill immediately, right? They got that kill so early in the round. Onto Safe, who was caught out in the open. I don't think FURIA would have expected a buy in this round. I don't think they would have expected utility and Tech 9s and armor.
Probably not. 12-7, and Outsiders get back into the game maybe a little bit earlier into the second half here.
Yep, that's a perfect flashbang. You're exactly right. Oh my lord. Almighty. K Serato's got to be so mad about that one. What are you supposed to do?
Get out of here.
Ugh.
That's great.
Well, we mentioned that FURIA had a little bit of money built up, but it wasn't pretty. You can see the result of it. They do get an op on K Serato, which is nice. And he's done damage to Jame. As the offers in this round call a stalemate. But a 5-7 on Art, SMG on Drop. You can see the consequences of all these force buys from Outsiders. Money is at the breaking point already.
FURIA.
Oh, is he going for a pick? Is he going for a peek?
They're really aggressive out here. Bit of noise being made as they start to fall back.
It's a very ambitious piece of aggression from the Opper. He does have Art with a 5-7 to help protect him.
Boost has been in effect for a long, long time over here, so see if they're going to be able to jump up and spot anybody. Minute on the clock still. Curiously, everybody's here from the Outsiders team. Flit is well aware this could be happening. That's a good read.
Yeah, they must have spotted something. They also know the position of Safe, who's had to put out a Molotov with the smoke. They can wait for that to fade away and come back and re-Molotov it and force Safe out into the open for a battle. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Everyone's just paused, waiting for the reaction.
Yeah, and they don't have any more smokes. Art's on the other side with the last smoke, so Safe is in trouble. Gonna be flashed into the fight. He just wants to die with this one. And they're gonna give him exactly what he wanted. Norbert to take him down. Yuurih, uncomfortable there. Couldn't really continue that fight, so double opening here for Outsiders. This is brilliant. This could be their ticket into that third map.
Time though, okay, Serato, oh, maybe a one and done. Absolutely should be a one and done. He did get a second shot off, and Fame's got the final frag inside the smoke. 13-7, that's the money gone. And that might be all the fight that FURIA have left in them. Outsiders, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel here on Vertigo. What a fantastic performance in response to dropping Ancient.
I mean, I think it's a cool idea to instead of, you know, you'd want a smoke to put out the Molotov, but if you don't, yeah, throw a flashbang. You know they're going to be peeking to try and catch him. Maybe he can get a kill or two before he goes down. Didn't work out that way. Ooh. More people joining the fan cams.
Yeah, starting to get in there. People starting to wake up. Love to see it. Welcome to ESL Pro League Season 16 playoffs, the round of 12. Winner of this series goes on to play Vitality in the quarterfinals. If you're new in, FURIA had a fantastic performance to take Ancient. That was Outsiders' map pick, and going the other direction, Outsiders now laying some punishment down on FURIA's map pick of Vertigo. Flits up to 23 kills. Flashbang comes through, but it's just USPs, unarmored at that, and it's quick work.
Yeah, they don't really stand a chance, do they? yuurih trying to be sneaky with it. K-Serata will get the only kill of the round for FURIA here. 14-7. I don't know what it would take. I feel like they've had a couple of rounds, especially where Art's gone berserk, and it still hasn't really been enough to revitalize the team. There's something missing at the moment. And certainly with the way that Outsiders are playing, it's just hard to stop them.
I mean, first of all, the first problem is it's a deep dark hole that Outsiders put them in the first half with that 11-4 win, and just even in terms of morale and energy, they really shut FURIA down. Art was the only one really doing anything in that first half. yuurih's climbed up the scoreboard a little bit. He's gotten back into the game a little late. But outside of that, I mean, production from your Opera on Safe, 8-18. Production from K-Serata, like pretty much the engine of the team. One of the best performer for FURIA throughout ESL Pro League, 7-18. You're not getting as much production as you'd like in your setups, and just nothing at the moment working. And top of that, Outsiders playing a fantastic game powered by great individual efforts.
2 rounds away from bringing us Inferno.
Decider Inferno at that.
Yes.
Different level of Inferno.
Always just hits differently, doesn't it? They have a great amount of money on the T side, and FURIA, they're under a lot of pressure. That's, oh, Jame actually. We're seeing it coming. Art with the aggression. I guess they have figured it out. Kick it with a good kill. Safe. I can't believe that he's still alive, and K-Serata trying to follow it up. That's a huge swing back in favor of FURIA. It looked like they were about to lose this round to that early couple of kills there for Outsiders. But it turns back the other way.
However, Norbert has to maintain aggression here. Yeah, I mean, you could tell he knew K-Serata was still aggressive. He wanted to try and find that kill, and that's... I admire that from Norbert. That's his best opportunity to bring it into a 2-on-2, just not able to pull it off. So 50 seconds on the clock for Jame. Is it time? It looks like it.
It's always time.
It looks like it.
Where I don't know. You can hide a lot on this map, I guess. Maybe he can find a way.
Like James needs to start playing prop hunt.
Maybe that.
Turn yourself into a little Coke can.
Why has no one done that content yet? I feel like that's an easy win. 23 seconds. Drop is out looking for him. Yeah, and I mean now they can safely. He's looking all the wrong places. Not for love, but for Jame. And he's in T-spawn the whole time.
The whole time.
All right, they're gonna save the AWP. That's great.
Yeah, not enough money to go for a hunt either for FURIA. They would have loved to have found it, but at this stage in the game, you can't risk the weapons you've got. FURIA have one last chance to bring this back in their favor. Good double kill from Safe. Good job from K-Serata. He gets 2 frags as well in this round. This one a little bit more of a labored, longer duel against Norbert, but he delivers. 6 rounds away. Plenty of money for Outsiders.
Such a gap, and I mean, one thing is in number of rounds, but just in the energy that's being output here. Nice aggressive hunt. K-Serata successful in the last round with the aggression down on the B stairs, and they say, all right, if you want to try that again, we're going to be ready for it. Flit finding his 25th kill, and with the opening as well on drop, looking like a great round.
Yeah, Fame finds the follow-up, and that is going to really spread this defense thin, and it is a nightmare to play against this team with this much time in the clock with only 3 players. Now, finally, that 3rd kill, they're like, all right, let's pick up the pace. Let's get into this bomb site. We know they've been pulled over towards B because we got 2 entries there. Outsiders gains a lot of space, a lot of map control on that ramp towards A. I think yuurih and Safe are just backing off. There might be nothing left to do but just tuck yourself into the B bomb site or middle and hope they head in your direction.
Yeah, certainly they're going to get at least the 1, but there's no one else behind it. 2 versus 4, and almost feels like you can't even really do anything. Showing up to try and fight this feels like just throwing away the rifles and any chance of getting into overtime, which is what they're going to be fighting for now.
Now the other nightmare scenario to a certain extent is Furia's only got a due to the way that the rounds had played out leading up to this moment, they only have a 1-round losing bonus, so they're not going to get a whole lot of cash. Okay, Serrato's going to be able to buy himself a rifle, but Drop will be on 2,000. Art will be at 2650. I don't know why I'm even attempting that.
I was going to say, why? Why are you doing it?
I'm just styling.
We need to bring like a little calculator that we can and type in the numbers really quickly.
But I mean, that's all just going to show that outside of, you know, these 2 rifles that are being saved, there's not going to be a lot to work with. So FURIA is just having a really tough time of it. A really rough go of Vertigo.
Terrorists win.
7 chances for Outsiders to close out the map and take us to Inferno.
Only the most hardcore fans of FURIA believe that that's going to be happening right now. It feels like Outsiders have got everything going their way. And it'll be interesting to see how this is going to be playing out. They really tried to come in swinging on this map, FURIA, and they got stopped really hard. So
to be fair to FURIA, they did come out swinging in the early going in that first half. That was really cool to watch that. The problem is Outsiders swung back, and they only needed 1 hit.
That's how it is sometimes. 15-8, 24th round is coming up here, and good chances that we'll see Inferno as the 3rd and deciding map. Again, for a spot to play Vitality. Don't know if that seems like a tough prize to be getting right now.
I think at this stage, I think everything, especially with the way this side of the bracket is, no matter where you are in it, is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's true.
G2, Vitality waiting in the quarterfinals, Na'Vi Heroic in the other round of 12. Everything on this side of the bracket is extremely difficult. To be fair, everything in the entire bracket overall is really, really difficult.
True. Yeah, stacked tournament in that sense, no doubt. Oh. Nades all over Norbert. Down to 39. Uncomfortable start for him, but could have been much worse. Molotov is going to force the smoke. I'm going to say it's going to force him to relocate, but he'll use the grenade instead. FURIA, they need some rounds that just, you know, clean openings. Get that 4 and 5 without losing anyone in return. Oh, look at this. Fleddy's just walked the whole way. You don't even know. That is a disaster. Nice spin around as well from Kickard and K-Serato out here. Getting sandwiched from both sides. Great job in getting that kill, but he must know that there's a lot of danger behind. Somehow, they still come out on top. That's huge.
Yeah, I actually can't believe FURIA is surviving this. I don't know how many times I've seen just a free kill in that fashion coming from middle, and yet the CT side still comes out on top. Well done from K-Serato. Pressure applied on him from stairs, and he still steps up.
That's a little bit unfortunate, but going to try and improvise and see if he can find a shot there. 15-8 and a 3 versus 2. About 30 seconds left. No one's giving Jame anything to work with. They're not going to peek him at the moment, and they shouldn't either.
Another smoke goes down, and Outsiders have to make their play, and that play is Jame saving. That smoke was not going to expire till what, like 4 seconds left on the clock, and even that's way too little even for Outsiders.
Yeah, even for Outsiders. All right, 1 round down, another 5 to 6 to go. So I screwed up the math easily there. Wasn't even the full map. Ooh, could they find him? They almost have. No, not quite. Orb is going to be saved, and yeah. Step in the right direction.
So much money built up on Outsiders that FURIA has to burn through. Jame, even without getting any bonus money because he saved, obviously, he's still got 8,800 in the bank. Like they've got so much cash to keep rebuying and keep dropping. There's just so many rounds that FURIA has to withstand. Just the pressure that they're applying. Timeout called. It's just the first for Outsiders. FURIA have used all 4 of theirs. This is the first for Outsiders.
They might be excited at the fact that they're actually taking one on the FURIA side. It means they can get a little bit of input too.
Thank you. Thank God.
It's also tricky, right? Because FURIA now, they're on the side of the map where it's not that they can't, you know, control anything, or you can decide if you go aggressive outside of B, or, you know, try and push deep down that A ramp, or even push middle with a couple of people. So you have some control, but obviously not the same way that you do on the T side. So they are a little bit at the mercy of what is being thrown their way, but yeah, maybe they have some plans to try and throw some tricks in there. They did the boost earlier to try and look over. It was caught, but I mean, we know FURIA have some tricks that they maybe can try and pull out. We'll see if they're going to be able to get a couple of more rounds here. Deep flashes. It's very nearly dead at the start of the round.
Yeah, that one hurts. He's going to have to go a little bit passive. Good nade in response. His boost got negated and controlled last time they pulled it off. Safe's trying to do it again. Outsiders have fallen all the way back to the base of the ramp, looking for the response, looking for any kind of nade, set up a retake.
yuurih waiting in that fading smoke. Could have been that someone could have been a little bit careless walking around there, but now he's going to swing really wide to test it. Scary stuff when the orb is at the bottom of the ramp, but he's able to live through it. Norbert very close to the middle. They've had a couple of rounds where they pushed this. They've had great flashes to get the timing. This time it's going to be seen early, though. The smoke is actually landing a little bit behind them. Norbert, wide swing, and it's a good trade for Safe. Gets 2 right there, but Fame is, yeah, doubling down on that, too.
Yeah, but he's also disappearing. He's also just sliding back. Doesn't want to apply any more pressure in middle.
About 37 seconds.
Yeah, Jame is waiting underneath the stairs of the B bomb site with the EWP, throwing out a little bit of utility. This has got to be a little bit of a feint. Gonna force out some counter utility. Jane's heading over towards the A bomb site. Kickert and Fame are already making their move up the ramp. And it's Art with 3 HP to defend. His teammates are so far away and they're so scared of mid that they are not budging. And Art can't even peek for information.
If they threw the HE up there, he would have been dead already, but here he comes, run and gun for Kickert, and he takes him down. Just 4 seconds left, and the bomb gets planted. They nearly catch Kickert right there, and of course they're going to be fighting for it. Keserato and yuurih, and that's a nice catch. yuurih able to take down Kickert. They double up in the back. That's so hard to guess. If you're coming in from the CT side and you find one of them, or maybe they spotted it out, I'm not sure. That's a little bit awkward. Jame already been spotted. They don't have any more nades on the CT side to try and get rid of them. The flick doesn't really work. And look at this. They're immediately looking anywhere else, anywhere but the sandbags. They have no idea. What a great mind game being played right here. And that might just win them the map. Fame walking out. There's the one away. But yuurih spinning around for it, getting the triple, and ultimately getting the round on top.
What a quick reaction. I don't think Fame ever thought in the world he was going to get off the defuse that fast. That's almost played perfectly from Jame and Fame. Huge save from yuurih.
Fair play. That probably should have been the end of the map right then and there.
Yeah, and so much goes right. Even finding Kickert, trying to escape towards scaffolding as well. I think he was expecting that the retake would take a little bit longer for some utility to be deployed to actually try to initiate that one. And yeah, a little bit of frustration. That was played so well. FURIA need this. They're right big in the action. If they can win this round, Outsiders is out of money.
Yeah, huge. Art still very aggressive. Got to be careful about the wall bangs that are coming down. And then again, Jame probably has to be a little bit careful too that he doesn't get pushed in the middle of all of that. But you're right, if the money goes away, then there's a real opening.
Control deep on stairs for FURIA. Or deep on ramp, excuse me. Jame knows it with that deep smoke. He's waiting patiently. The rest of his teammates are going to start applying pressure at B. Flit, Norbert, Fame, and Kickert are already starting to peer up. Clearing the boards. Defensive smoke is going to stall this out, but still nobody's made a play from FURIA.
But dangerous game to be playing, but he's doing a lot of damage. Still feels awkward for me that Jame is the one covering the back line with the AWP against a potential MP9, but no one's really pushed it yet. They're just deep down here, keeping them blocked in.
And this is great from FURIA. They're just stalling out the B bomb site because they want Outsiders to come back and try and crack this open. This is where they want the fight, but maybe not. They've got all the kills, 4 on 2. Bomb is dropped by Fame so that he can start getting a little bit of aggressive hustle up into some danger. 22 seconds. Oh, they're going to go back to B. Jame needs to start running, though. Norbert and Flit are already in. They have already secured the map, and Outsiders might have just outplayed FURIA.
Yeah, they are way on the other side of the map here. Bomb on Jame. Making its way, about 8 seconds on the clock, but he's going to be there in time, so...
Plenty of time considering Outsiders.
Yeah, that's true. Still could have had another 2 seconds at least.
2v4 retake. Good luck.
Yeah. They need more than that. They've already had one miracle. They need another one, and Norwood's not going to let them. 16 to 10 as we get to see Inferno as the deciding map in this epic series. What a great win here for Outsiders. That's impressive.
Yeah, a little bit of fight out of FURIA at the end of the day, but what a dominant first half for Outsiders to set them up to close out Vertigo. That's beautiful. That's a shockingly strong victory from Outsiders, and we finally got it. Inferno as a decider here in round of 12. Desk is up next, and then we'll see you there.